after another. This redundancy that we've been doing is like 10 backup systems. You know, the phone that I had that didn't have enough stuff on it. Well, we got all this stuff, you know, we write stuff, then we put it on other stuff, then we put it on other stuff, then we put it on there, then we put it, they can't do anything about it. It's everywhere. You see what I mean? Redundancy. Redundancy, redundancy. They break in and they steal all the notebooks over here, so what? We already got them already wrote on stuff on the back of papers everywhere. If they steal this, we got stuff over in this place with all this stuff here, that stuff there, old this, old that. They can't do anything about it. It's redundancy. Okay, so are there any questions or comments? You know?
No, nothing came in through social media. Oh, brother did ask, I guess when you were bringing up, talking about leaders, kind of people breaking, or leaders that the boss man puts out there to kind of break the hearts of innocent people. A brother asked, or he said, manna with question marks afterwards. I don't know if you have any commentary on that.
Well, I won't comment on manna, but okay. Manna, I did comment on manna.
Yeah, you did. You kind
manna, Muslim Alliance of North America. It was interesting because everybody was in it and everybody got a chance to talk except me. And we had one of the manna meetings. Remember we had one of the meetings here and all the toilets was overflowing? Yeah. Then we go down there and there's a bottle cap, not the bottle cap, but the soda. Yeah, it's okay. It's like that all the time. We're moving out of the period of even discussing manna, the big groups and organizations. We're moving past that. Even some of the stuff that we're dealing with, we'll have to deal with it because time, place, and circumstance. We'll have to explain to people something that happened. And we also have to educate the people on movement. You know what I mean? That's why we went through all this. Okay, so it was a training and it was all of those things, and so all of us have to evolve to the level where we'll all have to be educators very soon. Everybody has to be educated, you know. I mean very soon, because you have to remember things are moving pretty fast. And so we will have to, but to maybe just ridicule people for not having done anything or to mislead, technically that's everybody. I mean, if I'm incorrect, just say so. To just mislead people, you know, they don't seem to be worried about it, they just rolling right along. So we're moving past that period of where we're going to spend a whole lot of time. We're going to, you know, when we talk about write your own future, there's an old saying, history is being read, but it's also being written. And I noticed that all of the motivation literature I listened to recently, they're all talking about write your own future, write your own, da, 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 da. But they don't have any ethics. They don't have any, nobody has evolved, right? Motiversity, nobody.
Yeah, that's true.
To moral ethics. It's discipline to be disciplined, to lift more weights, to shoot more holes in a Target, stuff like that. But not to, you know what I mean?
To be materially successful.
To be materially successful. I'm telling you, as a white man on the news the other day, he laid it out. I mean, everything that's happening in America. Then he said, now we're gonna try to make 800 new millionaires. You ever see that?
I didn't see that.
But that's what I said, man. And he got the whole picture right. But he can't, you know, that's because they don't know anything else to do.
Outside of making money.
No, they think, well, okay, you look at everybody know it. Everybody get caught in the same thing, and it causes them so much trouble, like the Hollywood syndrome. If you get enough money, you know, first you're just unknown, nobody cares about you, then you get to be known. After you get to be known, you ride and run around with sunglasses on, hiding from everybody, right? You don't want to be known no more. You want to have a week to yourself, right? And money, when you first get money, money is, hey man, money ain't no such a line. But after a while, now what next? What else does it do? That's the people's problem. That's the people's problem. All the trillionaires and billionaires, what's the problem? All they know how to do, well, is get some more billions. They don't stop and say, well, let me see, if I give 5 million people $100,000, I'll still be the richest man in the world, right? They won't do it. They won't do it. They just won't do it because to them it don't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember the ethics and morals. Ethics. And that's the saving force. So are there any more questions or comments? Does anybody have any comment on anything that was said?
No. And I couldn't, I feel like I ought to start writing some of the questions that be popping in my head down and stuff during the talks. But I feel like I had a question come to me.
No, it's fine. But remember, like now, we're moving into a time where we have to be able to share what we have in here, you know, just multiplying itself. Yeah. Like, okay, we have to be able to share what we're getting here with other people, right?
Right, yeah.
Because we're sitting right here, we can't do the whole show. We can only do a little, and we have to get more and more people involved. And not just involved, but understanding.
Yeah.
They got people involved running around, jumping up and down, but they don't know what they right. They got people involved in the Democratic Party. They just run around, Democrat and all they want to, and they ain't getting nowhere.
Right.
So we have to, and it's not as lonely as it used to be. This is a good period. It's always been a good period. I'll try to close with this, but see, I know when I used to go, especially around the world a lot of times I would wish somebody would be there with me to see. You know, like I mentioned Machu Picchu, the great hidden lost city of the Incas. I mean, it's just something. And then you would be thinking, hey, I wish people could see that, you know, or somebody, you know, so you could share. But sometimes you have to take your, what you have, and you share it with the people. Sometimes they don't have to see it, you know. Victoria Falls, or the Nile River, or the pyramids. You're not going to get everybody over there to see the pyramids, you know. You know, just sit, hey man, if you're in Cairo riding down the Nile and you look over here, there's the pyramids right there. You know, okay, a lot of people are not gonna make it. Those great scenes, in other words, sometime you would love to share experiences with people, but if you share knowledge, that becomes an experience. Yeah, that really becomes an experience. And so, inshallah. Okay, if there's no more questions and no more comments, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. Okay, is it off now?